Actually more out of breath than I thought it was going to be. Oh well. So rain has stopped play again today in the south east of England. I did have a couple of things that I wanted to film from a target practice standpoint. Weather says no. So for something slightly different, I'm going to show you how to use a stirrup pump. For those of you who are, on a budget and looking to get a PCP, want to get a deal where they get a stirrup pump so they don't have to find the funds for a canister. This is going to show you how to get your gun fully pressurized, ready to take out on the range, or indeed if you're in the field for whatever reason and you've got a lower shot count, you can pump that back up, hopefully avoiding dirt and dust. But yeah, let's take a look. So I'm on my knees in my office to show you how to use one of these. This is my stirrup pump. This one does have my valve for the Kral MP02 on the end already. This blue thing here is, I'm going to say the wrong thing. It's to extract moisture from the air so it doesn't get into your gun and ruin the mechanism, and you don't want moisture in there, you want it to be as dry as possible. This is a budget one. You can get that as part of a kit if you're building a bundle, buying a PCP. Some, if you wanted to just get one on its own. There are better models, there are different models. This one you can pick up for around £100. You can get them even cheaper on eBay. I've not tested one of those. This is the only one that I've got. It came from Just Air Guns, and you have to assemble it yourself. And people are worried about using these to pump up their, to fill up their guns just because of the effort that it takes. But I haven't had too much trouble up until now. Doesn't mean I'm looking for trouble. But I've used this since I've had my gun, and I've pumped it up a number of times. Now, I live in the South Coast. A lot of us have those pump up paddle boards that take a lot of energy. I would say that this is easier in my experience, but I just want to show you how easy it is to get from a lower pressure to a higher pressure today. I'm not going to be filling it from empty. It is running at around 125 bar, and I want to get it up to 200, just so that this isn't super long of me just pumping this thing up. But yeah, we'll show you how it's done and go from there. Okay, so this is my Kral MP02. What you're going to want to do is keep it somewhere nice and soft and dust free. I'm using the case that came with it so that we've got this nice eggshell here that has got no dust and grime causing you any issues that's going to get inside your valve. The valve here is located at the front on this particular air gun, and this is the manometer that shows you the pressure. Now if I can bring this a little bit closer, like I say, we're running at about 150, maybe 140, so not too far to go. I want to get it to the top of this green bar here. To do so, you're going to take your stirrup pump with the valve attached. Now, something that's super important that you check over your O-rings just before on each, and this is done up here. And you want to make sure that these have, and not completely dry. I have some silicone oil, silicone gel, silicone lube, that's the one, that you want to put a little bit of that on these just to make sure that they are creating a great seal within your pressure. And then something you want to check on your stirrup pump is that this valve is fully closed. This is the pressure release valve, so we'll show you in a bit. Once this is pumped up, you undo that so that you can undo the valve from your air gun. So simply just pop it in there, Some are a slightly snugger fit, but once that's in, you just begin to start pressurizing your pump. So this pump starts at 0, and you'll see quite quickly, as long as everything's all fine, once you start pumping, the pressure gauge will start going up. Might make some funny noises too. Now this is going to start matching the pressure you have within the gun. What I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to set up my phone. Okay, then once you reach pressure, you want to make sure that you're bringing the pump all the way to the top. Get the full stroke. Now what we might do is count how many pumps it takes me to get us there. Now, I'm obviously exerting energy and I sound out of breath, but this isn't too hard a work. And once you've got the piece of kit, it's a free way of keeping your gun nice and topped up. So, take a look at the gauge, we're not far off. Keep pumping. Where are we sitting? So we're about 180 at the moment. Getting nice and close to 200 there. I don't want to take it above. I don't want to blow any of the seals. So maybe give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. I think I'm happy with that. Okay. So now this is nicely pumped up. You want to release the pressure from the pump itself. So by undoing this, you'll see the pressure go down, and that drops down the lever. Now, it's always recommended that you take off from this end before your gun. Take that out as a quick release, and then pop that out. We're ready to go. Cover up your dust cap, just to show. Probably could have gone a little bit more, but we're almost at that 200. And with air rifles like this, Kral, you can get a good 200 shots out of a single fill, and you know, you could take your pump along with you for the journey, so you can get another 200. So yeah, not too bad. Yes, you get out of breath. I don't think it's anything that's gonna, you know, not last more than 5 minutes. But I haven't had to fork out for canisters, and I can put this in my backpack if I was to be going out to the range and just top up myself if I needed to. Really simple, quite cost effective, and for those of you that wondered how hard it is, it's not too bad. Obviously, if you're going from an empty rifle, you're going to take a lot more energy to fill that back up. But you know, it's a bit of puff. And then you're going to sit down, let your heart rate cool down, have a cup of tea, and then you can shoot some nice 5-piece size groupings at your local range or wherever you're shooting. Yeah, simple. Stirrup pump, I'd recommend it. pick one up from, you know, any of your retailers that you normally get your airgun stuff from. There are different levels, different prices, but like I say, this is the bottom of one purchased from an air rifle store, and had no problems. Had no problems. If you like this content, give us a subscribe. Sorry it's raining. I live in England. What can we do? We do have some things planned over the next few weeks, so look forward to sharing those. Cheers. Match dog. Lottie. Actually more out of breath than I thought it was going to be. Oh wow.